freefpl.org. Let's talk solar. I think it's just, in Florida, with the amount of sun we have, it seems to me a no-brainer.
It's just an incredible deal for any homeowner or real estate owner to power their home or their property for free with the sun. These solar panels have come way, way down in price. And SunPro is one of the top installers in the nation. And they have a billion-dollar company with tremendous warranties and an unbelievable offering. So basically, we can go into a homeowner's property, analyze their FPL bills, and show them how to eliminate their FPL bill by putting solar panels on their roof. And we can also add a battery system that will power their home in case of an emergency.
I mean, there's a list of questions I want to go over because I know that people, they always look at the negative of something positive. Otherwise, everybody would have solar panels right now. And it's either the cost, a rumor, or misinformation, things of that nature. But before we get started, the panels go on your roof and are triggered into your main panel of the house?
Yes, they go right into your electric box. So basically, the sun creates DC electricity, and then that's converted to AC power that powers your home.
Well, this would be constant, not just in case of emergency. You would be using these solar panels for everything.
I understand, but I'm going over the silliness of people as to why every house doesn't do this. And there are all these great benefits to doing it that the FPL and everybody else, whatever, there are programs, yes?
I feel so confident that anyone that sits down with me will learn the true facts about the solar opportunity, that I'm willing to give them $25 just for sitting down with me and having me explain why solar is an excellent investment for their home. Basically, it's going to eliminate their electric bill, and we can even finance a system if they don't have enough cash to pay for it. We can finance a system, and typically the cost of financing the system is cheaper than their current electric bill. Now, FPL just came out with a new rate increase, 18% over the next 4 years. So everyone's going to get a rate increase. And FPL will always raise rates, and you'll probably, if you stick with FPL, pay FPL for the rest of your life. Well, if we have a new system that we can put on your home and it creates energy for free, you've become energy independent. And eventually you'll pay off that system and never pay an electric bill again.
Can you take it with you if you move?
You can take it with you, but it actually will transfer to the new homeowner quite easily if you're financing it. Or you will increase the value of your home, so your home will sell typically faster and for more money than not having it on your house.
And what about, to me, the most basic question, the weight of a system on your roof?
It's not an issue at all. Basically, we are putting solar mounts into the trusses of the roof, reinforcing the roof. So one of the big questions we get is, what happens in a hurricane? In actuality, you're reinforcing the roof, so nothing happens. They stay mounted to your roof, and the other side of the roof that maybe doesn't have solar could blow away. The solar panels stay intact.
But you keep the roof on, and this goes on top of your tiles?
Goes right on top of your tiles. We mount right into the roof structure.
No matter what kind of tiles you have?
No problem with
Spanish
tile,
tiles.
asphalt, or metal roofs. Any roof we can mount onto.
Interesting. Now,
that was your question, I know, about hurricanes.
That was one of a few. Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that in a second. The other thing is, when you install the panels, are they corrosive proof? In other words, are they done under vacuum conditions and things of that nature?
So at SunPro, we only deal with the highest quality materials. LG is a platinum partner of ours. So LG, which is a multi-trillion-dollar organization, warranties their panels for 25 years. They provide 3 different types of warranties, so you're pretty much covered bumper to bumper to bumper fully. One of those warranties is if the panel breaks, they'll replace it. Another warranty is a labor warranty that nobody really else offers, where they'll pay to have you take the panel off your roof, send it back to LG, and put it back on your roof for free. So that's an incredible labor warranty.
And not everybody does that, correct?
Not everyone does that. LG does, and that's why we work with them. LG actually built a $30 million manufacturing facility in Huntsville, Alabama, so it's actually made in America. And the third warranty that they offer is a production warranty, which is my favorite warranty. So imagine, Don, that 90% of the performance was able to be had 25 years down the road.
Okay.
So 25 years from now, your system will perform at 90% of today's value. These panels could last 50 years or longer, but you have a guarantee from LG that if they don't perform at 90% in the 25th year, they'll replace the panel for free.
I mean, some of the videos I was watching are tremendous. I mean, people in huge homes, and we would call them mini mansions, for lack of a better term, that were paying between $400 and $600 a month on electric, were now paying $130 a month in electric. I mean, they're saving thousands and thousands of dollars.
If we have enough room on the roof, we can actually power their entire home for free and heat their swimming pool for free and charge their new electric vehicles for free and eliminate their gasoline bill. And actually, you can create what's called a negative electric bill and have FPL credit your account because you're overproducing electricity and selling it back to FPL at the same price that they sell it to you. People really need to know that the Florida Public Service Commission is a regulatory authority created by the state, and they lobbied and beat FPL in a very big way. And it allows your meter to spin backwards. So if you have solar panels on your roof, you're creating energy to power your home, and you're creating extra energy that you're selling back to FPL, and your meter's spinning backwards. It's called the net metering program, and it's right on FPL's website. And so I want people to go to freefpl.org. It's a consumer advocacy alert to let people know how to take advantage of this amazing opportunity and get grandfathered in before the law changes, because it could change. Warren Buffett owns an energy company in Nevada, and he lobbied to change the law, making it prohibitive for consumers to put solar. And we don't have that issue. So I urge everyone to take a look at the solar opportunity, sit down with me personally. I'll pay you $25 just to sit down with me and explain the opportunity. And we have an incredible payoff program. So if you become a customer of SunPro, we want you to refer all your friends and family. Our company was built on referrals. And for doing that, we offer a $1,000 referral fee.
Wow.
And so people are paying off their entire system in just getting their friends and family to go green. I've created a strategy with my financial background called energy banking. You have a 26% tax credit from the IRS for purchasing solar. So that's free money that you've created. Let's just say a solar system costs $40,000. Well, 26% of that is about $10,000 that the IRS is going to refund back to you if you're paying taxes. And now you have an extra $10,000. So your system only net cost you $30,000 instead of $40,000.
Well, it's the same thing as own a home, rent an apartment. You know, at the end of the day, you don't own it, and you paid all that time to live there. You don't get anything from it. No tax, consequence, nothing. Again, it all goes back to the maintenance of the panels. If the maintenance of the panels, if you're telling me that it has, is it 100% warranty on the panels?
You told me, here's a 25-year
I mean, everything is
warranty.
covered, including
We have
hot spots and all of that?
So LG offers a 25-year bumper-to-bumper-to-bumper warranty, and SunPro offers an additional workmanship warranty of 25 years. So if anything happens, we're there to help you. We're there to protect you and make your energy system work for you. You don't have to pay the energy company anymore. You're exactly right, Freddie. Why would you rent your power from FPL when you could own your own system? you can own your own system and never have to worry about rate increases again. Create your own power, which is completely for free because the sun is free. And the panels are just so cheap that they go on your roof and they create free electricity. It's amazing how science works. I wish I was more of a scientist in school.
Well,
when I
people
was
are
a kid.
asking, what if they have a 21-year-old roof?
SunPro is not only a solar installation expert, we're also a roofing company. And there's not too many roofers that know how to do solar, and there's not too many solar installers that do roofs. We do both. We've been in business for over 15 years, and we will come out and install your roof, a brand new roof, and put solar on top of it. And when you do that, you get a tax credit off the roof. So if you do need a new roof, in your case, you're 21 years into it, you're going to need a roof sooner rather than later. Why not get a 26% discount off the roof? And a good tax attorney can actually do much more than the standard 26% tax credit.
Wow. And does the size of the panels matter on how, like your generator, matter on how much you can power your house?
There's a typical size panel, and we're going to put as many panels as we need to power your home. And so, I don't
So
know.
it would do, like, you buy a small generator and you can maybe power your refrigerator. But if you buy a bigger one, you can get your air conditioning. If you do more panels, it'll do the whole house. You're not picking and choosing and rewiring things. It does the entirety of the house.
That's correct. We're going to put enough panels on the house to create enough power to take care of all your energy needs. And if you do get a smart car or want to heat your pool later, we can always add more panels if the roof allows.
And if there's a hurricane, will it still power your house? Because now it's wired into your panel.
So FPL's net meter rule says that in a case of a hurricane power outage, you must have a battery, and that's a safety precaution. Because if your house is creating electricity, a worker could get injured fixing the down power lines. So if you were to put a battery in your home, your battery stores the energy and will power your home at night. And you're completely self-sufficient. You're off the grid. Yeah,
So that
absolutely.
takes out any generator issues, any propane, any gas under your house issues.
You don't need that anymore.
You don't need that
You don't
anymore.
need a generator. You don't need any of that. Your battery is your generator.
Well,
Well, the
you, Val.
bottom line is that if a person wants it and the roof doesn't hold it, you're going to make it so that the product can be put into the roof safely, and which includes maybe doing a new roof, maybe taking partially what it's going to be. It's funny because if you're going to change one part of the roof and not the other part, you probably want to think about changing the whole thing, and they're probably going to tell you, it's a good thing you called us because your roof is in trouble. So there's a lot of good side to this as well.
and besides the tax credit, because normally if you put on a new roof, if you guys were to
You ain't
replace your
getting-
roof, you're
you
not
ain't getting
getting
no
any
tax
credit.
credit.
You're paying out of pocket.
That's right, and you're going to be paying for it one way or the other. If a panel goes bad on you, how do you know that the panel's bad?
So you actually have an app on your phone, or you can log in through your computer. Enphase is the inverter we use that converts the DC power to AC power, and they are the #1 inverter company in the world. And so a very high quality, also that has a 25-year warranty as well. And you'll know exactly what each panel is performing during peak and off hours, and we'll be able to, if it's underperforming and defective, again, LG covers the warranty to the labor to come out and fix it.
And there's never a flow of electricity that doesn't, like, if you have 3 air conditioners or 4 air conditioners in your house because you got a big house, you guys are going to bring in enough power to sustain that kind of flow?
So yesterday I was at an NFL football player's house. He had an $800 a month electric bill. And
I know that one.
Yeah, right, you mentioned. And so we were able to put over 100 panels on his roof.
And it looks good, I got to tell you.
Well,
I
what
hate to
about,
admit that.
and I want to ask you, homeowners associations?
So the Florida Solar Rights Act is a new law that allows anyone to put solar on the roof independent of any HOA. We handle all the HOA work for you. You don't have to worry. We handle everything from A to Z. You just, we go through the permitting process.
Wow.
We design everything. We have our own install team. We do not subcontract out. We give you the facts as they are truly and not a lot of misinformation. Earlier in my career, I was involved with many different independent solar people, and I was like, are you really saying that? And I had to research it and, figure out all the real truth that's involved, and you can be assured that every word out of my mouth is the truth.
It's funny, people are asking now about HOA. You can't have an issue because based on the laws, it has to be approved.
Well,
ARB is what it looks like.
We were just talking about that because I was going to go solar when we first moved into our HOA situation. They
Right.
stopped me. So this law that he's talking about, what is it, 2 or 3 years maybe?
I can't tell you when the law was put in place.
But this
But
is brand new
I'll find
stuff.
out.
And all of a sudden, it's funny, everybody remembers the old way, and this is the new way. And this is what we should be telling everybody in HOA, because you need to save money when you live in an HOA community, because they charge you for everything.
But I think most communities have an HOA of some sort. I do. Mine is
They stopped us.
minuscule. And I could see the ARB coming in. They didn't even want us to have a basketball hoop back in the day. So they could say, oh, I don't like the way the panels look. But now they have no say because of these laws that are passed.
That's correct.
That's remarkable.
I love the part
That's a
where
win-win.
the thing spins backwards. I told him a funny
That's so
story in the
you.
yard. Yes.
I know. That is
I
so
told
you.
him about the things in the yard, and we did. But the bottom line here is, they give you all of these little gizmos, like they lower your power when they need to lower your power. So you could be in the middle of watching something, all of a sudden your TV goes out because they lowered the power. So I got off of that. That didn't work. And then they put this breaker system on my system that's supposed to protect against flash charges. Like, you ever have a
Power surge.
Sure.
yes, and all of a sudden your fan goes to pot. And you call them because you bought this gizmo that wasn't supposed to happen. Do you have the original receipt? The original what? That thing was here before I got here.
Right.
Done. I'm done with that.
SunPro saves the original receipt for you.
But I got to tell you, you look for every angle. Now, I wanted to go with solar panels. I was told no. And they put me through hell.
Well, that was how
You
many
didn't
years
talk
ago?
to me.
10 years ago. I didn't know you 10 years ago. But back then, because in Puerto Rico we have the panels, back then I wanted to do it because I said electricity can only go in one direction. And now that you have all these other issues around you and everything else, and power grids going down like what happened in Texas, you're sort of at the mercy of what somebody else is doing. So one of the problems that we have is that we have restream deals in my house where I get to shoot out the shows that you're looking at here and the radio stations as backups, so that if the radio station in a hurricane goes down, my house is supposed to carry the load. It happened when we had the hurricane at the radio station. They relied on us up and down.
But I want to ask, can you do it for businesses also?
It's actually even better for businesses. So I had a gentleman who had a warehouse of 10, he had a strip mall and he had 10 tenants. And he's like, I don't really care about my tenants' FPL bill because they pay for it themselves. And I said, well, wait a second. The government's actually offering a 26% tax credit off of the install and another 25% tax deduction off of it. So they're basically giving you 50% off your system. If we put this on, you can become the tenant's utility company because you have the solar panels and you can charge them regular FPL rates, but it's powered for free from the sun. So your break even is less than 4 years in that situation. And I'm a numbers guy, I love investments. This is a 20-25% guaranteed return on investment annually. And I say guaranteed because you have to pay for your energy bill. But now if you have the solar panels, you don't have to pay it. So you're putting that money right back in your pocket.
How do you send the energy back to the energy company?
That's part of the FPL's net meter program that was already worked out.
So they get it actually to send out, or you're sending it
They
out?
sell it to your neighbors. FPL
Really?
takes the energy, into the grid and resells it to your neighbors at a profit.
People are writing in. How long has SunPro been in business?
Over 15 years. Over 15 years, and I can tell you that in South Florida last month we did over 100 installs, and we're looking to double that number very quickly to 200. We have teams around the clock that service these homes. It only takes a day or two to install a system on your home. The delay is in the permitting process. As we all know, the municipalities take a while. That's because they're double checking to make sure we do everything right. And then FPL comes out and triple checks everything and puts the new net meter that spins backwards and connects you to the grid. So the whole process could take anywhere from less than 1 month in Port St. Lucie to 3 or 4 months in Miami-Dade County, because they're much more stringent.
You know, it's really strange. If I live in a community, there's only 228 homes. I just built 2 new ones, right? Imagine if everybody went with this program, we become a hub and send electricity out.
Well, just saw there's a new Lennar, I want to say it's a Lennar home that out in West Boynton area. They are now organic, and there's organic farms, and you all become these home croppers, just like it used to be. You buy a share in the organic farming. That becomes, there's a store and a general store and all the things that it used to be, but now based on organic and going back to neighborhood living. Imagine something like this being in that. It's called like agri-something, agri-land, agri-home.
You got me stumped on what it's called, but I've actually thought about creating financial independence for a family. So if you can pay off your home as quickly as possible, and you can pay off your solar system, the only thing left is to grow your own food. And if you can do that in your backyard, you're pretty much financially independent.